Okay, so here we are, day 2 of the 5-day challenge, and you'll see that we're now looking at my iPhone, because the whole purpose of being able to trade is that you can trade from your mobile phone, and all you require is an application, a free app on your phone. And of course there's an app if you've got an iOS, an iPhone, and there's a different app if you've got an Android phone, if you might have a Samsung or something like that. So first of all, I'm going to show you the process if you've got an iPhone, and I'm going to show you how to find the app, and I'm also going to show you how to download the app and how to connect it, and this is the most important part, how to connect the app to your trading account that you've now set up with BD Swiss, or if you're in the US, you might have set up an account with FX Choice. But let's assume you've already set up your account with BD Swiss. I'm going to show you how to connect your app to your trading account, and the app is going to allow you to be able to trade directly onto your account, but from your phone. Okay, so let's see if we can make this simple. We're going to look for the App Store. That's the first thing we've got to do. Where's the App Store? App Store, App Store. Where's that gone to? Good question. There we go. Okay, so click on the App Store, and what we're looking for is MT4. MT4. Okay, MT4. We'll search on there for that. Okay, and this is the one we're looking for, MetaTrader 4. Okay, there is a MetaTrader 5, that's a little bit more complicated. I recommend you use the MetaTrader 4, which is this one here. Okay, oops, sorry. This is the one we're looking for here, MetaTrader 4. Okay, so click open. And I'm not sure if this is logging into my app on my phone, which I've got already, but let me just show you. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 icons across the bottom, which you can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to click on the bottom right here, which says Settings, and we're going to click New Account. Okay, and just there, you'll see that it says open a demo account or log in to an existing account. Well, of course, we've just already set up our account with either BD Swiss, or if you're in the US, you've connected an account with FX Choice. So you've already set up an account, so you want to log in to an existing account. And we actually go to our account to find the server name. Okay, so let's just go to our account. This is our account, you remember. We go to all accounts, we log into our account, and we can either connect it to either our FX, or we can either connect it to our demo account, which is this one, or to our live account. So let's assume we're just getting started and we want to practice and we want to connect it to our demo account. So we click on Demo and we click on MT4 just here. And here is what I was saying at the bottom here. You've got the login, the account which I registered on day 1, if you remember, and we've also got my server name. Okay, so that's vital. In fact, I'm going to write that down. That's BD Swiss, capital G for global, dash demo 01. And that's our server. Okay, so let's go back to the app. Let's go back to the app. Okay, let's open the app, and here we're going to type in the server, which we've just said is BD Swiss, capital G, in fact you can see it at the top there, BD Swiss, capital G for global, hyphen demo 01. So that's the one we want there, okay? And what we're doing now is we're now connecting the app on our phone to our account which we've just opened on day one. Here, of course, though, we need our login. Oh, that's great. I didn't write down my login number. So let's go back to my account, because I need the server name, but also need the login number, which is 668 668 6028 6028. Okay, so back to the app. Back to the app. Okay. And we'll now enter our login number, which is 668 6028. Okay, that's our login, that's our account number effectively for our demo account. Of course, the live account has a different login and it also has a different server. So the password, I've already written that down. So it's essentially use the right password. Many people contact support with the same questions, and that is they can't log in, and the reason they can't log in is because they've forgotten or lost or didn't write down their password. So do write it down, of course. And so that was the password that I used. Okay, and you can even save your password if you wish. So then we just click sign in. And that is as simple as it is to log in to your demo account. Okay, so let's just have a look at what these things are at the bottom. This is a list of all the different instruments, and you may already know that we trade and we specialise on the DAX and the Dow. So you can actually add different instruments to this list. Now these are actually currency pairs. You've got the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar, you've got the Australian dollar against the Swiss franc, the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar, various different things which you may or may not require. I don't trade any currency pairs. I believe that to make money with the financial markets, it's all about specialising, and the indices that we trade, the DAX and the Dow, are both volatile, and people get nervous when we talk about volatility because they think that that's how they're going to lose their money. But in reality, when you learn to understand the volatility, that's how we make our money, because the DAX and the Dow typically will be what we call on a bull run, which means it's going up in value, or it'll be on a bear run, which means it's going down in value. And when it goes up in value, it can go up in value for maybe 2 or 3 hours, or maybe 4 or 5 hours. And looking at a broader picture, it may go up in value for maybe, a few days. In fact, overall, the indices have been going up in value for years. So what we actually do is we log into our account, and what we're trying to do is establish, is the direction upwards or downwards, and looking at shorter time frames, what we call candlesticks. These candlesticks will determine what's happening over 1 minute intervals, 5 minute intervals, or 15-minute intervals. And one of the main charts that I use is the 15-minute chart. So every candlestick represents 15 minutes, and it will show me historically what's been happening over the last 15 minutes, the previous 15 minutes, the previous 15 minutes, and I can establish with a certain amount of confidence that the market is moving in a specific direction. If it's moving upwards, I'll open a buy. If it's moving downwards, I'll open a sell. And once that trade opens, it might be open for maybe 10 minutes. And once it closes, hopefully, if my thoughts were correct, and I predicted that the market was moving upwards, and it did do, then that trade will close in profit, and that's as simple as it is. But we're going to learn that on another day during the course of the challenge. So what we need to do here is add the indices. So you've got these different currency pairs here, which we're not really interested in. We're actually looking. What have we got at the moment? Actually, that is the. So, that's right. Sorry. So we've got the GER30 here at the bottom. That's the DAX, and we can also add the Dow as well. And all we need to do to add any other instrument to this list is click the plus sign at the top there. You see top right. Okay. So go to indices. We've got Forex, equities, US, equities, GB, metals, that's copper, lead, all those kind of things. Equities from Europe, different energy markets, cryptocurrencies even. You can trade on the Bitcoin, Ethereum and all those kind of cryptocurrencies. But we specialise on the indices, as I've mentioned. So let's click on indices, and we're actually looking to add the US 30, this one here. Oops. That's right, I think I've just done that. So you'll see that's now been added to the bottom. So we've now got the GER 30 and the US 30. So if we want to trade on the DAX, for example, the GER 30, we click on that, open the chart, and that actually is the DAX. Now, I actually only monitor my trades on the phone. I don't actually plan my trades. Now, if you decide to continue with the Globit Wealth Academy, you will actually receive trading signals every day. And these trading signals, you can place those trading signals onto your account from your phone, which is very simple because I've already done the planning for you. But I don't plan my trades from the phone because simply the screen isn't big enough and there isn't sufficient information. But you'll see if we click on this here, these are all different time intervals. So these candlesticks here, which is what we call them, candlesticks, those are actually 1 minute candlesticks. But we've got 5 minutes, those are 5 minutes, we've got 15, we've got 30, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. So for example, if we click on the 1 month chart, each of those candlesticks represents a 1 month interval, and we can see there for over the last few months whether the trade was up or down. And we typically use this chart here. This is one of my favourite charts for doing short-term day trading, what we call day trading. So you can see that the market is actually moving downwards. So that's how to add a new instrument, particularly the DAX and the Dow. These you can actually remove because we don't typically use those. So just like you can add them, you can also remove them. This button at the bottom here is the actual chart itself. This one here shows the balance. So you'll see we opened the account earlier on yesterday, and you'll see that that is now showing my €10,000 balance. And that shows my profit and loss for today, this week, this month, or you can have a custom period. So once you start placing trades, albeit on your demo account, there we go. So you can see you've got day at the top there, day, week, month, or custom, you'll be able to see all your trades. And these are the settings. So if you want to connect to another account, that's how you do it. So basically that shows you a walk round tour of the MT4 on your phone, and you'll also see a video below here on how to download the MT4 onto your computer, onto your PC. I'll also do another video in a moment showing you how to download the MT4 onto an Android. So if you've got a Samsung or something similar, then the app is slightly different, but it does all the same functions. And these are the keys across the bottom, the different instruments which you can add or remove. That's the actual chart. This the different time intervals. Here, incidentally, top right is where you can actually place a trade from the app with an entry level and a stop loss and take profit, etc. So just click on that, put a figure in there, and you're either going to sell it or buy it. But we'll be talking about that on another day during the challenge. That's your current balance. And this is what's been happening today, or for the week, or for the month. So that's how to understand the app on your phone. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video, but that's how to use the MT4 on your iPhone, and I'll see you on the next video.